Hi there, welcome to Taka's Reviews. As you see, it is a Viking theme today. Ahoy! Look at the Norwegian fjords, it's great, and that's, of course, it's ours to conquer. Well, we have conquered this, of course, but we want to go beyond the horizon and see what's there. So, I'm going to review 4 games now, all Viking themed, and in no particular order. It's Blood Rage, where Vikings will fight for glory and reach Valhalla. And Vikings. It's an older game that's now released by Z-Man Games. It's just called Vikings. And then you have Vikings, the board game, where Ragnar Lothbrok explores the west and tries to, well, establish new settlements and get battle land. Really? And lastly, but at least not the most tiny, is Fire and Axe, a Viking Saga. This is also an older game, but it's also a reprint. So, 2 reprints already. Nice. Let's get on with one of the reviews. Hello. Well, we're back home. This is the game. It's Vikings, and my copy is from Rio Grande Games. Although it is Z-Man Games that has it now, but I think the components are exactly the same. The game comes with 2 modes, the standard mode and the advanced mode or progression mode. I'm gonna skip the family mode and just go straight to the progress mode, because the family mode is okay, but nothing special to talk about. But the progress mode is a lot better, and that's where the meat of the game is. So anything I tell you here is about the advanced version. So let's find out how this game works. And you see, you have a lot of Vikings around here, a stone tablet in the middle with a lot of numbers on it, and a lot of tiles, island tiles. And here are the components for 4 players. So they all start with gold, of course. We have a start player token, a Viking ship that's on a standee, a lot of tiles here, and some icons here. What do they do? When it's my turn, I can purchase any one of these sets of tiles and Vikings. There are different Vikings. You have the blue ones who are fishermen, they will grant you food, and at the end of the game you have to feed your workers. So you do have that to take in mind, but it is not required. Then you have the yellow ones, who are the goldsmiths. They will mine gold and make gold to get money, basically. And the green ones are kind of scouts. They will scout ahead, and you get points, basically, by those. And the red ones are the noble ones, and they also just give you points. They do nothing else. Then you have the black ones. These are the Vikings of the game, and they will actually fend off pirates. And pirates will attack you from the north, and you have to stop them. So all these Vikings, they do all different things. And lastly, you have a grey Viking who does something else, and we'll talk about him later. But now on my turn, I can purchase anything here except the first one. You see, they're all colored in groups. So the blue and yellow and green and red and black and so forth. So I can pick one set, except for the free one, because I can buy another blue one. If this was the only blue one, I could buy it, but now I have to buy this or this blue, if it's blue I want. But let's say I want yellow. So I pay 3 gold in this case, pick up the yellow and tile, and put on my island. So we also have a starting tile. And now I'll place this one, I'll place it here, and this is an end tile, so like so. Now, the Viking I just picked up, he can be placed on the tile I just purchased or on homeland. But if I have it on homeland, I need to transport him later to the islands. So we'll talk about that later. But right now, I'm going to place it on the tile I just purchased. So now he's standing here, ready to mine gold at the end of the phase. So after everybody's purchased, we go through the phase and we have a miner scoring. When the run is over, it might look like this. So see, I have a pirate ship here attacking me, and this is a yellow sail, so it will go all the way through black, red, green and yellow. So these workers here, they don't do anything. They have to fend off the pirates, and they don't give any profit or points or anything. So here, there's the no pirates. So here, I can get gold, 3 gold, and this one will just give me food at the end of the game. So I could have placed the ship here and put him down instead, and you get the points. And that is up to me. The first 3 spaces here I can choose with the pirates, but after that I have to go all the way outside here. So you can expand this way as much as you want. So if there had been a Viking here, let's say I had this tile and a Viking, he would fend off the pirates by himself, so these guys could go back to work again. So now they will get points and I get gold. I also get points for fending off the pirates, so it's a win-win for me to have Vikings. Vikings are essential to not get negative points and negative money in this game. So at the end of this round we have a small scoring, you get gold only. At the end of the next round we have big scoring, and then you score the points and you score the gold as well, and you also score the pirates. So you only score the points every other round, and at the end of the game you also have a final scoring. And with any game that has a lot of points going on, we have this handout here. It tells you what all the Vikings do, and also the end scoring. So this is very handy to have. Once you play it once or twice, you know this by heart, but for beginners it's very nice to have this one. And the game is very good for beginners as well. It's very easy to get into, and the exploration is also very easy. When you have a tile, you can place it anywhere adjacent to existing tile, as long as you don't place it illegally. All the tiles have the correct orientation, and you cannot place an island cutting off another island. In Vikings, it's important to have the economy in order. You use the economy and money to haggle with the neighboring Viking tribes, because all tribes are trying to explore at the same time. And at the same time, pirates will come to raid you. Yeah, they will raid the Vikings. What? But anyway, you have to be prepared. So if you get swords and warriors, or Vikings as they're called, you can repel the pirates and take their spoils instead. So you gain money or stuff from the pirates instead of the other way. Because if you don't have warriors, the workers have to defend themselves, and they can't make gold, they can't explore, they can't do whatever they need to do to do the work, because they're busy fighting pirates. So it's up to you to stop the pirates from getting there in the first place, and also to explore and get gold and get exploration bonuses and new villages. It's really all up to you, but it's very hard and it's very tight, and the economy wheel is very interesting as well. But there is more to it than just buying tiles here. Yes, you also have these special tiles. So let's put out for random here. These special tiles are giving you special actions to use. For instance, this will help you in the end game. This will also help you in the end game and end game and end game. And then you have tiles that helps you during the way, like this boat here, and the coins and the gold. It gives you extra gold for each worker you have. And these tiles you can only get if you purchase the most expensive tile on the wheel at the time. So what I mean by that? Well, when I bought this tile here, the wheel will turn to the next tile. So I'm just going to remove here. If someone purchases this tile here, the zero will go clockwise to the next tile, and everything will get cheaper. So this is a very important step in the game. When will you buy a set of tile? Because if you do so, the next person will get something cheaper. Maybe something he didn't want, but it's cheaper anyway. So maybe you'll just buy this 7 here and you get a tile. Or you could buy the 5. You don't get a tile, but at least you don't spend 7. And money is very hard to get in this game. But if you actually do this, you will help every other player to get what they want. So sometimes you want to take what you don't want to have, because you want to stop your opponents. And there is so much in this step here that I like it a lot. So the advanced game also has an auction mechanism in this game. So I'm gonna briefly tell about how that works, and we'll see. So each round is blank here. No Vikings, no tiles. And we take these tiles here and put it out, and I also draw 13 Vikings from this bag here. So 13 Vikings, and we put out the tiles here. And they also place tiles from 0. So land tiles go on the 0 and forward. And if they're on the ships, we'll put them on the most expensive and going counterclockwise. Like so. Aha. So now we place those. Now it's time to place the workers. And the workers are very special because there are 12 spaces here and 13 Vikings. So how do we do this? Well, we hold an auction. The auction winner gets to remove one of these workers from the game and put it back in the box. And that can be quite deciding, because he gets to control how many of each color is going to be available this round. And let's see, I have a lot of gold, you have no gold, you have no gold, so I'm going to take away a gold one maybe. But it's only if I win the auction. And if I win the auction, I have to pay the money to the bank, and I get to remove a worker, let's say gold. Now I can place some workers, a group of workers from the highest point going downwards. So let's say, yeah, the green ones, they can go here. 1, 2, 3. Now around the table, people are going to add groups of colors to the tiles as they see fit. And we just keep going until all the workers are placed out, like so. I begin, and I can pick this one, actually. Because this is the only yellow, and it gets a free, so it's very nice for me. So probably this would not happen. There is a variant though I like to play with. The auction phase, the winner gets to pick out the workers as usual, but he plays from this end and onward, because this tile here can be very valuable to get the one you want with the one you want and be the first to pick for free. That is awesome. So the auction phase becomes much more crucial, and you really need and want money and pay. You want to pay money to win this auction. But it works either way. But I like my variant better. But either way, it's a nice deciding factor in the game, and see how you can place these workers based on the tiles the opponent wants. Sometimes you pick a tile and a Viking that you don't really need, but you want to stop someone else. So if you can't place the Viking or don't want to place it, they go here on this mainland here. And they will stay there all the game unless you have a boatsman. Each boatsman can take one worker with him to place on any tile. So that's why you want to have this tile here. This will allow you to take all the colors of all the workers of one color, or one of each color, along with one boatsman. So this boatsman with this tile here, he can transport 3 Vikings, and he goes away, and they can be placed on available islands on the correct color. But at the end of the game, you also get points for having the most grey workers left, unused boatsmen. So there's many decision points here as well, but you want to have the grey ones, but they are not very useful by themselves unless you have workers up here. And they also need to be feeded, of course. Should you go bankrupt in the game, you can always pay with points. Yeah, you can sacrifice points to get money, but not the other way around. So each player starts with 10 points in the game. And then you have the end game. You win by having the most boatsmen, and you get points for repelling pirate ships. You also get points for the red and green ones, and the green ones give you points for the yellow and blue ones beneath it, and the yellow gets you money, which is a point as well. And then you get negative points for each worker you cannot feed. So there's you have the fisherman, which gives you, you stop negative points, and you can get points for having positive food as well. So also for the most completed islands and the longest islands, you get points as well. And so everything gives you points at the end of the game. So there's very much to work forwards as well. Well, Vikings is an older game, but of course it's a reprint now from ZMN Games. Let's see here. And the horns, Vikings don't have them really, but they're cool looking, right? Anyway, Vikings for me is kind of special because it has a special value to me. This is the first game that I owned that was kind of a gamer's game, you know, a real game. Before that I had Catan and I played games with friends, but this was the first I owned. And it really sparked the energy in me and really brought me into the hobby for real this time. So Viking is a special place for me, but it's also a good game actually. I really like the economy, the wheel you have, but before I say that, there's a thing I need to mention. There are 2 modes in the game. There's simple mode or family mode, and there's an advanced mode. Skip ahead the single mode or simple mode and just go to the advanced straight away, because the advanced brings so much more to the game that is really needed there. You have the placement of the different Vikings on the board, and you have the special tiles, and you also have the auction to who goes first. So all of these things are very important, I think, to really contribute to the feel of the game. So really, if you want to play this game, play the advanced version. That's my tip. But it's a good game, solid game, very fast and simple game to grasp, and I really like it. But of course, it has a special value to me, so I might be a bit more subjective than normal, but other players are agreeing with me, so I would say it's a good bet. Okay, thanks for watching, and as always, you can check in my patreon.com/talkgrass account to see how you can affect the next review I'm going to do, or not how I'm going to review it, but which game I'm going to review. Also, you can give me support here or give me comments. Always appreciate comments. So thank you for watching once more, and I hope to see you again next time. See ya.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool Stuff, in stock. Check them out at coolstuffinc.com.